Leave the McFarlane. Take the Mezco.
You know, that line always gets me because, I doubt we'll ever get Topic for all of the pop on this show. I'll tell you that.
Well, although I don't know that he would disagree with us if you've got a choice between one of his figures and a Mezco.
I got to tell you right now, that comment right there is exactly why he won't show up to the show. Thank you so very much. Please, if he watches any other episode but this, we might be all right. But now we're cutting.
Sorry, Uncle Todd.
Also, Warlock also says all the love and the positivity in the midst of the inevitable gloom. You're absolutely right, brother. Well, we over here on Pre Order Mafia, we kind of do this, let everybody know what's breaking down during the week, and we give our opinions on what we think about some of these pre-orders coming up, because it seems like every damn week of this summer there has been more and more pre-orders coming. So we want to make sure we're giving you guys our opinions on it. Expert, you can say doubt, but our humble opinions. Let's go. Actually, Marvel Legends. Now, they premiered this at Fan Expo Canada, and he had some in person here. And this one was a couple of weeks ago. They had the retro card black Doctor Doom that sold out almost immediately over at Hasbro Pulse. And everybody's like, oh man, that's the definitive Doom. And it kind of sucks. I won't be able to get that. And then a couple of weeks later, they pop out with this one. And everyone that didn't get it, myself included, was absolutely happy that they didn't get that one. And I could spend my money on September 3rd for Emperor Doom. Wow, bro. This is a really good looking figure, man. What do you think about it, bro?
The cape is everything. Dude, it's like worth it for the cape. It's beautiful. I love the look of it. Man, really cool. And even see, it's like sometimes these companies can do the added effect stuff really well.
Yeah,
it looks like some, smoke conjuring magic stuff on his arm. Some of these, I forget what one it was a couple of weeks ago. It looked terrible, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" And it should have been. It was one of the ice ones or something.
I think yeah.
Where it was supposed to be ice, and it's like that should have been a home run, but they couldn't do it. But this looks cool.
Yeah, Wholesome World, like I said, I've been waiting on a decent Hellfire Gallery variants, and here we go, gorgeous, or here we are, gorgeous. And I got to tell you, like, I would agree with you, absolutely. Now, Commander Bly, being Commander Bly, has to say, fake Vader, great look. Darth Vader, great look. So, look, here's the thing. This is probably one of the definitive versions, and I know they're going to have a couple more. I was talking about this on Toybox Chronicles. I do every week with Mr. Maddox at Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This one, I was like, this is going to be the definitive one for right now, because obviously they just had the Fantastic Four hit theaters. They've got Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Which we'll be talking a little later about. He seems like he's already went in his Doom version.
No, this is going to be the new Wolverine.
Yeah,
they're going to do, I'd say, at least 5 to 10 more within the next 4 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's he's going to be. There'll be and the best part, they can actually use his body and just put Robert Downey Jr.'s head in there, and he, maybe a little actual strokes of paint or something. The one thing I do like about this is I like Doom's look. I think they got the mask and everything. The one exception I'll say, and I know Darth Moocher always says this as well, I would kind of probably prefer this to be a soft good cape with the wire in it, because I know sometimes, like, look, this is a character you can't put, like, Doom sitting in like a throne or anything. He's gonna be put in a position on your shelf. So I got a feeling, as they do this, that later on there's going to be a cloth version of this, and it'll have all the different, same thing with the actual hood. It'll all be changed to that, and there'll be another one for us to buy. Hopefully they won't call that a max.
And you're right. If you're trying to put this on your shelf and fit it with a bunch of other figures, it's like, well, he's going to have to go in the back because someone else is going to have to be in front of that.
Oh, no. Doom never goes behind, man. Doom's always in the front. You're going to have to block Spider-Man or somebody else out of the back.
No, like you could fit Dupe down there, you know, in that little area of his
Dupe
cape.
would not be even in Dr. Doom's presence. Let's be honest, man. And it said Wire Cape will be next week's announcement. Yeah, laughing out loud. Yes, I'll give them 2 weeks, Commander Blythe. They're going to give us at least 2 weeks. It'll be like, you know, the Emperor Doom, you know, upgrade. But if you know some customizers, I know somebody's at home probably working on an actual cape and sewing it right now. So you might get one that's velvet too, actually. So I've seen some of these guys who put some good stuff.
It almost looks like a Doctor Strange cape. So you could probably steal that from a Doctor Strange character if they've done one with a wire in it.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember this storyline, but isn't he actually the Sorcerer Supreme with I think that is Dr.
Well, that would make sense then. Why I think it looks so similar.
I think so. Again, that don't quote me here. You know, do your comic education on your own. But yeah, great poses. Look, I will also say the Marvel Legends team has upped it with their toy photography. Because wow, man, they've got some great shots of this character, and you're like, even though he can, you know, he's got the cape, he can't really kind of be posed in a lot of different positions. They did the best they could with what they got, man.
No, see, I'm saying it looks worse when he's standing just straight up.
Yes.
When he's in the dynamic poses, his legs are spread out. That looks amazing.
And tell me that doesn't make you feel a little bit of like the Jack Kirby dynamics with his like arm up. That just looks like something you think they ripped straight out of like the comics. And we head to the mailbag. What's up, Meeks? And hey, guess what? If you're looking for, we got a little announcement later in the show, but Meeks will be at LA Comic-Con with us. So the whole entire crew. That's right. Even Shadows coming out of the shadows to LA Comic-Con. So the whole entire, all the guys you normally don't see. I don't know if Steve's getting an invite and everything. We'll see how this show goes. You know, we'll see if he's going to be in studio or with us. Steve, you know, we'll have to let you know. So, but you know, hey, this one it's a made figure for me, bro.
Yep, me too.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, and it's another Marvel Legends drop. So September 3rd, we're breaking people's banks and everything. The Marvel Legends Cyclops and Jean Grey, and this one specifically, they've been launching a lot of these X-Men 97 figures. I think they did a really good job on the optics blast for Cyclops on this because you can take it apart. I've seen that Jean Grey before, but I think the you know, I don't know. I know a lot of people like her in their classic costume. This is a great classic costume. They've done that several times in Marvel Legends, but I think for optic blast, this makes at least like Darth Moocher always says on the Sarlacc toy chest, a hostage pack, because you want the Cyclops. You know, you probably already have the Jean Grey kind of similar, you know?
No, I was going to say Jean Grey doesn't really go with this to me. You know, the Cyclops looks great. It looks modern, even, you know, 97 modern. Jean Grey looks like that's straight up the 60s version. And it, you know, it's got its place, but I don't know that that's the one that you want to sell with this Cyclops.
Yeah. I don't know what, because watching the show, I understand this is like the original versions of how they looked, and I know this is also the original version that they look like in the comics as well. I don't know if you could have paired maybe Dark Phoenix or something or what other different point, but you know, and also sometimes too is like, do we really need the 2-packs? Because a lot of times these 2-packs don't do well and they're discounted a lot.
They wanted to sell some Jean Greys. So yes, they did need a 2-pack.
I guess so. Yeah, well, you got a point about that. Always comes down to the hostage character. But, you know, now some people may also disagree with us. They may say that, you know, hey, another, you know, Cyclops, like, you know, I wanted another Jean Grey. So it all depends on how you look at it. But
yeah, for me,
this
like,
one,
it's forget about it, because it's okay because of Cyclops, but I would never get it because of Jean Grey.
Yeah, since it's a half and half for me. And again, like I say, if you know a friend that needs the Jean Grey, you guys need the Cyclops or vice versa. This works out. You guys can split the pack together. That works. But yeah, it's a forget about it. It's not sleep with fishes. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a very good point. Great job by the photographers again. They really kind of brought this out. But again, these double packs, this is also, I would say, not only forget about it, but let it sit on the shelf for a while, because chances are this will probably be discounted and maybe a couple of weeks hitting the store. So, we'll see. I noticed that's what happens previously in the past.
I can see this being under $20 within a couple months.
I will agree with you on that one. We're going to check back. We actually put a reminder